and welcome to another Buying a Narrowboat update. Yes, it's been a little while. A lot has happened during the summer. A lot of things have been going on. It's just been quite hectic in many ways, and a number of different events have occurred, including going up in an aeroplane and actually doing a sailing course more recently for my longer term plan of moving from a narrowboat and moving on to a sailboat. But today, my good friend Rob and I are just going to take the boat down for a little trip to top up with some water. We need to turn the boat around because of some new...
and to get some beer.
And to get some beer. As I've got some new furniture coming on the boat. But here's a little taster of what's coming up, and a little bit of a longer episode this one, just to give you a catch up of what's been happening during the summer. Going out in today is one of these. We're going flying. Torre Vieja Marina for the beautiful boat lovers. Bank holiday Monday evening, sailing down the Thames, the Shard and the Tower, and a little bit of soul music. What a perfect night. Well, hello. Bit of a different video diary today. Not going on a boat. No water around here. What we are going out in today is one of these. We're going flying. So we're at a little airfield called Andrewsfield, and my good friend Paul is a private pilot licence tutor, and that's him sort of way over in the background there talking piloty things. So here he comes. That's Mr. Slater, Captain Slater. So I've got two captains today, Captain of the Seas and Captain of the Skies. And our planned trip today in this little bird is to go to Latuke, and we'll find out what Paul has to say. Have we done? No, I'm doing a video for my YouTube channel. So all the paperwork done, sir?
Captain Slater is reporting for duty, sir. Yes, we're all paperwork's done. It should take us about an hour to get there.
Okay. Cool. Okay. The chocks and the cover are off. So what's next, sir?
Pre-flight inspection.
I didn't actually get to do much filming. Paul got me flying most of the way, but we have arrived in Latuke, and it took us an hour and 6 minutes from Andrewsfield. So, and it was very busy, wasn't it, Paul?
Very busy.
It was like this man had to concentrate.
Sometimes you come here and the apron is empty, but today it's going to be full, and mainly British aircraft.
Yeah. So after our little trip to Latuke, one of the things that I needed to do was to take my boat from my mooring at Harlow Mill and take it up to Hartford. Hartford was the August bank holiday weekend where myself and Rob, as part of the Robertones, were doing a couple of gigs at the festival, which normally happens on the last Sunday of August. And this is just a little bit of a montage of the trip, pretty much from Royden, really. Just a few little shots going up through Stansted Abbots, and then sort of getting mooring there, I think, for the evening before I then finally headed off to Hartford. So here's just a little couple of videos of that. I didn't manage to get Narrowboat Trev in this video, but he will be coming in the next video. As you know, most of this boat is all about projects, and there have been a number of projects that I still want to do, including painting in here,
At some point I'm going to get rid of this sofa, but I do want to look at getting a cratch board and cratch cover built on the front well deck. So that's definitely a project that's going to be done, hopefully, before the winter.
Bank holiday Monday evening, sailing down the Thames, the Shard and the Tower, and a little bit of soul music. What a perfect night.
Good morning. We're here at Harlow Mill. It's the Tuesday after Bank Holiday Monday, and Dottie and I are going to Hartford East because we need to go and get the boat, because that's where the boat is after our fantastic festival weekend. Rob and I performed as the Robertones at the Hartford Festival, and we finished off at the Quiet Man 10:30 to 11:30, and it was storming. And then yesterday Amanda and I had a fantastic day on the Sailboat cruise, reliving some old memories of some fantastic tunes. But today we're going to have a little bit of a trip back from Hartford East, or Hartford East train station is closest to where the boat's moored, and we're coming back to Harlow Mill. Another thing that I've been thinking about is buying a narrowboat is coming up for a year old now, and well, I've bought it, and you know, the updates have been going on, so I think it's more about it's a narrowboat life. So thoughts and comments on what the channel should be called now, but I'm thinking it's a narrowboat life is where I'm going with it. But your thoughts and comments, because there's going to be a lot more stories coming up of my life on a narrowboat, on and off the water. So I'd like to hear what you think about it, and obviously always there's going to be details about what I'm doing with Destiny. That will continue to go. There are improvements that I want to do. I've already talked about doing the cratch cover. So yeah, come and tell me the ideas that you like to do to really try and grow this channel about, you know, life on a narrowboat in this part of the world.
Okay, time now is nearly 11:20 on a Tuesday after Bank August. We are at the end of the navigation at Hartford. So the plan is to hopefully just get back to Harlow Mill by this evening. It's obviously all dependent on the locks. But the first thing we need to do is to go and turn round the winding point, which is just past a pub up here on the right. So we'll have a look at that. So this is the approach into the last part of Hartford East Station, which is just behind me, and this literally is the end of the navigation. Beautiful little pub on the right hand side you can moor outside called the Barge, and we're past that. We'll see a sign for the end of the navigation, and then we'll see how we negotiate the winding point. So the ducks are getting a little bit of a feast. Oh, obviously been spooked by Dottie. Oh. And here is the old barge, which, as you can see, is just at the end of the navigation of Hartford. I wonder if we can get the gongoozlers to give us a wave. Morning. You're going to be on YouTube. YouTube. Okay, so I couldn't film all of that little turning point. It is a little bit narrow. We have got some guys who decided to moor up at the winding point, but it's there's a reasonable amount of space. But here you go, end of navigation, and Hartford is famous for its brewery, McMullen's Brewery, and a lot of the places around here were all employed at one time or other in the trade of making beer, and hence there was a fantastic festival on Sunday that Rob and I were involved in as part of the Robertones, as I mentioned earlier. So yeah, this is Hartford. Next time I'll talk to you, we'll probably be in Ware. Okay, so we're just about done an hour, and my first bit of traffic is coming up. I was unfazed. I'm glad to see you. I left it open. That makes life easier. So I'm just coming up to a lock. So
So it does make life a lot easier when you meet a boat coming the other way. I'm sure you fellow boaters know, but it speeds your time through the lock no end. So here we are, second lock in the series on the lee, going down the lee, and we're at where? Oh boy, it's warm as well. Okay, well, no dramas on this return trip to Harlow Mill. Time's now 20 to 4, so we've been going for a couple of hours. This is always a fun bridge because we want to play the game. Oh, there goes Stansted Express, I suspect, having not stopped at Royden. So we're coming up to Royden Lock. Progress was reasonably good up until the last lock, where I now seem to be following a boat, which is one of the hazards, I guess, of being out on the river. You can either have the locks with you, and of course I gave it the kiss of death by saying, oh, I just topped up with some diesel at the Stansted Marina. I said, oh, the lock gods are with me. And then I got to a Royden top lock, and yeah, I'm now following a wide beam. However, he did say to me that he's going to stop after this lock, where we're going to go and see Steph and Nige. If you've never been to a Royden lock, they've got a beautiful, this is how low this is, so we've got about a foot's worth of clearance, and I don't think many boats do get under that, so a bit of a tight turn coming up. But Steph and Nigel, the Dingles, I want to say hi to. They are a really lovely couple, and if you ever get a chance to come down on the River Store and you get to stop at Royden Lock, they do marvellous teas, ham sandwiches, cream teas, and of course they do some fuel. They can get you some water, and they're just, if you just want to have a little stop and have a cup of tea, it's the perfect place to do it. So that's here, just coming around the corner, perfectly timed, is Royden Lock. So, and we might even find Narrowboat Trev. I did promise him I'm in edit of not this video, I'm in an edit of my video prior to this, but we're going to see if Narrowboat Trev's here, because he'll go, you never put me on your last video, and I'm going to go, Trev, you're going to be on this one, and you're in an edit on the other one. That's Narrowboat Trev. So here we are, Royden Lock. Progress good so far. If I can get to Harlow Mill by 7 o'clock, I'll be very happy, but I guess I've just got about 4 more locks to get through after this, and then we'll see how we go. But this is a beautiful little part of the Essex countryside, and I believe I'm going to be coming up to a locked lock, so I'm going to have to moor up here, get the gates open, and then fill the lock up. Oh, the lock's already filled. I need to try and unfill it. So I'm going to say bye for now. So here we are at Royden Lock, and you can see there's teas and coffees, ice cream, and today they've completely run out of toasties, which was something I was hoping for. But there you go. They're very busy, and they do the colour gas. And Nigel back there. Next time we come past, we'll get a little chat and have a little interview with Steph. She can tell us all about Royden Lock. So final video of this little journey. I've cut a massive gap since Royden. We managed to go through Hunsden's Lock, the lock at Burnt Mill, and then the one that is by the Moorhen, which has the electronic gates, and finally Thicks, which is in between Harlow Town and Harlow Mill. And we are just around the bend of Redrick's Lane. Yeah, so the time now is just exactly 7 hours after we started, so I'm quite pleased with that journey from Hartford, effectively Hartford East Station, but Hartford Central, back to the home mooring at Harlow Mill. So thank you for joining me on this journey. Obviously more journeys to come. On the next video we will go and have a little chat with Steph and Nigel, meeting some of the people along the canal ways. But thank you for subscribing, and I hope to see you next time.